and welcome to my channel. I have a very chatty video here today. This was going to originally be a vlog, however my days never go according to plan. Plus the main reason I wanted to film today was because I was looking to get my phone repaired. So the screen and the camera, it's Josh, the screen and the camera both need repairing, and went in somewhere and they said it was about £300, and I am not paying that to get this repaired when the phone itself is only worth that much, maybe slightly more. So didn't get this repaired. I was planning on filming on this, didn't happen. That's fine. So we're just going to do a sit down video. Got a few things to discuss. I was looking at my July wrap up and it didn't do so well. There's only 11 views. However, I love doing a wrap up. I love looking at the books I've read the previous month, so I'm going to include that in this. I was going to do a bit of a chat, life update, August wrap up, some new books. Josh bought me a lot of books today, and also creating my September TBR. So quite a few things to cover. I keep looking in this direction because I had to write notes. Otherwise I would have forgot what we were talking about. So let's address firstly, I've had my hair done. I love this colour. I'm very happy with it. I couldn't be bothered to style it today. I did wash it and then I've just chucked a clip in. I got these off of Amazon and they're so good. Like, I love them. Just most of the time I just grab it and just chuck it up in a clip. There we go, that's that done while I'm growing it out. I had all the back cut off. Love it, very happy with it. Sold my car and I can't remember whether I discussed that in a previous video, and surprisingly I don't feel like I've necessarily needed a car that much. I thought I would feel so lost without it. That's all I'm going to say about that. I thought that was going to be a topic. I was going to have more feelings, discuss it more, but I don't really have that much to say about it. I turned 32. I am 32 years old. It's just been my birthday, so I got a few things to show you. I got a Kindle from Josh and I've already put stickers on it and a pop socket. He got me the blue. I love this Kindle. I love it so much. Very, very happy with it. And the stickers are actually not on the case, so I can remove them and redo the stickers, change them up, which I love. I'm surprised at how small they are, but I absolutely love my Kindle. Very, very pleased with this. I have a gift here, which is from Connor, my sister's boyfriend. So I'm just going to take a quick picky, tell him thank you for it, then we're going to open it. I've got a feeling this is quite bookish. So let us take a pick. Yeah, here we go. And then we will open this. Happy birthday to me. Can't get in. Ooh, okay. So, Reckless by Elsie Silver, which is fantastic. This is the 4th book in the series. You can only just about see the other books behind me. So this is to add to the collection. This is a lot of people's favourites, I think. Is it? No, I can't remember, but very excited to get to this. I'll take a picture of this as well to show I opened it. There we go. So add this to the pile of birthday goodies. Okay, then these are all the bookish related gifts that I'm showing you. My mum got me these book covers for when I take books either to work or just out in my bag. I just really wanted some book covers. I love these. This Mickey Mouse one is just fantastic. I love it so much. So 2 book covers. Very, very pleased with these. I did just want to show you my bag and it's over there, so I'm going to grab it. This is from my sister and just look at it. It's books, but it's all Taylor Swift albums on the covers and flowers, and I just love it. Okay, so I did get more than that, clearly. I just had to show you those few sparkly things. Oh, these earrings are a birthday gift. This t-shirt dress, a birthday gift. So I've seen a few more. These here, this pile, are all the books I read in the month of August. First up, we have the very first Magnolia Parks in the series. All of the Magnolia Parks books are stressful to read, in my opinion. They're very well written, they're very good. I love the characters, I love the stories. It's very dramatic, it's very Gossip Girl in London, over dramatic, and everything that happens is just ridiculous, like over dramatized. Dramatized, is that a word? I don't even know what to say because I've talked about these books in my other videos and I just don't want to go into any more detail. I do love them. I feel like they're all 5-star. I absolutely love them, but they drained me. They actually drained me quite a lot because of the emotions, because it was so much to deal with, to take in, and I kind of would have liked to stagger them out a bit more than I did. So next up, I read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and I think I give this like a 4.5. I love this series. So this is the first in a set of 3, but you don't have to necessarily read them all. Like if you read the second one, you should have read the first one. This one the story can just end with the first one. If you liked the first one and that's the only one you want to read, then that's fine. It can be as a standalone, but the other books kind of follow it on or like refer back to this one. 4.5, Good Girl's Guide to Murder. You're following Pip, who is kind of looking into a case that was closed. So a girl went missing, her body was never found, and a boy committed suicide who the police believed was the murderer. However, Pip does not believe this to be true, and she pretty much reinvestigates this case herself. Then we have Daisy Hates, which is the second in the Magnolia Park series. So you get Magnolia's timeline and Daisy's timeline. So this is the second book in the whole series. I did tab this one. However, it is Daisy Hates' first book. So the first Magnolia and the first Daisy books happen in the same timeline. So these are like the same stories, different POVs, apart from obviously you get more into Daisy's life, different characters in this, Magnolia's life, different characters in this, but they are same timeline. So these are happening at the same time. So there are crosses where like you do get some points of, say Christian is in the Daisy books and you'll get his POV for something that's happened in Magnolia's book where she was there or BJ was there. So some of them are kind of, you get samey parts, if that makes any sense. I personally prefer Daisy's books. I do. I like Magnolia. I don't love her and BJ as much as the world does. I much prefer Daisy's books, 100%. Then I read Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. 5-star. Absolutely loved it. It was so much better than I thought it was going to be. Now, Part of Your World is one of my all-time favourite like romance reads, and that book follows I can't remember her friend's name, but Part of Your World is one of my favourites, and this is the main character in Part of Your World, like her best friend, and they're both doctors, the main characters in this. So it's Brie and Jacob. There is a bit of insta hate when they meet each other, however that went quite quickly. A lot happens in this. There's fake dating, they go from like enemies to friends to lovers fake dating, some serious topics. He has severe anxiety, and it's so interesting reading it from a male perspective. I just loved it. I loved it so much. I could say so much more about that book, but I want to keep it short and sweet. I don't want to talk too much about the books, especially because it's not like I've got a huge following. I did originally start, I'm going on to a ramble moment. I did originally start this channel for fun, and then it wasn't building that much. And I got a bit frustrated because although, yes, it's for fun, I just wanted more connection, more of an audience, more people to talk to, etc, etc. And it wasn't getting anywhere. So last week there was no video. This week I'm trying to get a video out there for tomorrow. But yeah, I'm not going to say too much about them. It's mainly, I like to look back and look at what I've rated things. And so far, all of these books were fantastic reads. Oh, and then we get to a Taylor Jenkins Reid book, and I never expect a Taylor Jenkins Reid book to not be that great. However, I wasn't overly impressed with this. So One True Loves has also been made into a film now. You can watch it on Amazon Prime. The film, meh. The book, also a little bit meh, but the book, way better. The book, I would say, I would recommend this. I think, I don't know. So in the beginning, our main character, Emma, is having a meal with her dad. It's her dad's birthday. It's her dad, her mum, her sister was there, and then her fiance is also there. She gets a phone call right at the beginning, and she finds out her husband is alive. She's believed him to be dead for the past 5 years. So then you get her in school and how she meets both Sam and Jessie, kind of the reasoning behind her choosing Jessie, their life together. Then you get how Jessie went missing, and then you get her finding Sam and them building a relationship, and then you get the phone call, and then you get her trying to decide where she now belongs and who she belongs with. There was a point in this book where I got a bit bored. However, the story is very good. The writing is excellent because it's Taylor Jenkins Reid. It is interesting. It's just not my favourite. I kind of want to give it a 2.5 because 3 stars I probably would read it again, whereas like at how I am at the moment, I wouldn't want to pick this up again. So I'm just going to say 2.5. However, it probably is a bit harsh, and I may reread it and completely change my mind, but there we go. Then the second Magnolia Parks book, but the third in the series, and this is such a huge book, like absolutely. So this is Long Way Home, and everything made so much more sense from the first book reading this one. It was deep. There was a lot. It was very deep. Then I picked up Good Girl Bad Blood, which is the second book to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. And this is 4 star. I liked it. The first one was slightly better, which is why the first one gets 4.5. This is still 4 star. I loved it. Didn't want to put it down. Didn't want to stop reading. Completely different story. However, it still links with the first book, which was so well done. Loved it. It is a young adult thriller. So easy to read, so easy to follow, really exciting, loved it. The last book I read in August was Daisy Hates the Great Undoing, the best book in the series so far. Daisy's second book, by far the best book in the series so far, and yet I think this is the shortest. I'm not sure. However, the end almost killed me. The end was so hard. I felt so sad. So sad. I will read the rest. It is a 5-star series. It is. And they are some of my favourite, I don't know if they're my favourite ever books I've read, but they are so heavy. And they do, like, absolutely drain me completely. but then so did Song of Achilles, which is up there as my #1 favourite book. So I think these are, like, I don't know whether they've topped it. Like, this book is possibly my favourite ever, but they're heavy. Not like physically, I mean probably both. So these are, let me just turn them around. And I don't think they're in order anymore. Them. I got them. These are all the books read in August. All of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8? Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8 books. I read 8 books. For some reason I thought I read 9 and now I'm disappointed in myself. But I read 8. 8 very good books. I think I recommend all of these. I'm not too bothered about this one. But most of them, like 1, 2, 3, I got 5 5-star books here. And then 4.5, 4-star, and 1 2.5. So that is an excellent reading month. Excellent. Let's put these down. Oh! Next up, we have another stack of books. This stack of books are all the books, bar this one. We'll put this one aside, shall we? All of these books are books that Josh bought me today for my birthday. He bought me some pyjamas. They didn't fit. Bless his heart, they were lovely. We had to send them back. So we went to a bookshop today and he was like, look, we've returned the pyjamas. You spend the money on these books. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we have 7 books here. 7 books. So the first book I picked up when I went into the shop today was The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. Now, I have heard that Frida McFadden's writing is superb. I've downloaded a few of her other books on Kindle Unlimited. However, it's nice to have a physical copy. This apparently is one of her best. And I know The Handmaid's Secret, I believe, is the second one. I'm hoping this is the first one. The sequel. Yes. Okay, this is the first one. Woo! Hallelujah! This is the first one. Don't know what it's about. I'll quickly read the back. One moment, please. Interesting. So we have this house. So she collects the daughter from school. She looks after the house. So she cleans it, tidies it. The lady of the house, the mother, makes a mess just to watch the housemaid clean it up. She tells her lies. The husband is withering away. So she tries on one of Nina's dresses, finds out, and Nina finds out, and then the housemaid realizes her door only locks from the outside, and she only realizes this when it's too late. Interesting. I had no idea what this is about. I just saw who wrote it, and I've seen this book everywhere. So I was like, I'm gonna pick it up. It was only £2.50. £2.50. So good. Had to have it. So there we are. Tea pause. So we're having a little break here. I'm going to mention something else. I have become somebody that really doesn't want to put much makeup on. Next week I'm having a lash lift and tint. I'm having my nails back on, having my toenails done. And once it becomes to next month, so we're talking October because we're currently in September now, once it's October I should get a dividends payment, something to do with work, about shares that I've accrued, blah 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 blah. Anyway, with that payment I am going to look at getting my eyebrows topped up. They are tattooed on and they are very faded and slightly patchy now. It's been a few years, so I'm going to look at getting that done, eyelashes done, and I just want to feel a bit more fresh and cute. Like, I've had my hair done. I love being blonde. I never used to. Like, I had grey hair before, which I did really like. And I've had blonde hair and it never really lasts, but I just love it. I'm just loving it at the moment. That's what's happening. So this is Six of Crows by Leah Bardigo. Anywho, I have read one of her books, which is The Ninth House, I think it's called. Hang on, it should be in here. Her other book. Why is it not in here? It's not in here. I've read one of her other books. Loved the premise. The book was too long. However, I would read the second one. Anyway, one of the girls on BookTube has mentioned this is this author's best series. Series, I'm not sure. I think it's only 2. Yes, so it's a duology, and we bought both. Here we go. Here they I hit myself in the chin. They are chunky books, but I'm excited. So I believe these are both fantasy books, I think. Okay, so they look very long. She's read quite a few. She's written quite a few fantasy books, I believe. I just want to see how many pages. 529. Quite a few pages in these, but I think they're beautiful. I kind of don't want to break the spines of these. If they're on Kindle Unlimited, I might read them on there, but at the same time, like, I don't know, I just think they're beautiful and I love them so much, but I also love holding a book, so I'm not sure, but I am really excited. Don't know what they're about. Let's see, which one's first? Six of Crows is the first one. Blah, blah, blah. 6 dangerous outcasts, 1 impossible heist. Together they might be unstoppable if they don't kill each other first. Ooh, fun. Then we have As Good as Dead, which is the final book in the Good Girls Guide to Murder trilogy, and it's huge compared to the other two. The other two were not this big. I will be picking this up. This is going straight on the TBR for September. It's going straight on the list. It's going to be the first book that we discuss for the TBR. So, book number 1, because I have to. I've just read the other 2 and I loved them. This has to go on there. Then, this is, I believe, a 4-book series. However, only 3 is out so far. That's what I saw online anyway. And I believe this is the first one. So we've got A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime by Monica Murphy. And then the second one, look how chunky that is. It's huge. Things I Wanted to Say But Never Did. I think it does say on there, yeah, a Lancaster prep novel. So that's the series. And then we've got Promises We Meant to Keep, which I believe is the 3rd. So these were all purchases from Josh, and again, the funny thing is I don't know what they're about, but because I've heard good things, I just get them. So I am going on holiday September 16th, and I do want to take some books with me. I have been eyeing 2 books in particular to take with me. These are all of the books I have not read yet. Obviously we've got the new books. There's 2 hardcovers here. These 2 Lucy Score books I want to take on holiday. These 3 books I actually bought on my birthday. So they are the Inheritance Games series. It happened one summer. These two books are fairly new. Also, I'm very excited to get to these books. However, they are quite chunky books. I'm already deciding I want to take these two, and they're quite thick. I wanted to switch it up with what books I take. I was thinking of taking 4. So these two, and then I was also thinking these 2 books. So those are the ones I've got in mind for holiday. So let's just get those out a second so we can put them on the TBR pile. So these 4 I have been eyeing up for holiday. I'm going on holiday for 2 weeks, and apart from these 4 books, I think I will also be reading some on Kindle. So I don't think I need to take more than that. I have started a book on Kindle this month, which is called Better Than the Movies. So that is currently on the TBR as well, but Kindle version. So we've got our first 5. However, we have got 2 more weeks before the holiday. So I've got my Kindle book. I am also considering this one, as it's also on an Audible audio app that I've currently downloaded as a free trial. So I was thinking of listening to this one as well as reading along with it. It's by the same author as Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, which is called Love, Simon as a Film. So Imogen Scott may be hopelessly heterosexual, but she's got the world's greatest ally title locked down. And when she visits her best friend, Lily, newly out and thriving with a cool new squad of queer friends at college, Imogen brings her ally A game, even if that means bending the truth just a little. Like, when Lily drops a tiny queer bombshell, she's told all her college friends that she and Imogen used to date, and none of them know that Imogen is a raging hetero, not even Lily's new friend. Okay, so Tessa, of course, the more time Imogen spends with chaotic, freckle-faced Tessa, the more she starts to wonder if her truth was ever all that straight to begin with. Interesting. So on the TBR pile, so we've got 6. I think we should add 1 more, and I am not sure what to add. I think we're going to go for this one because it's not that thick, and I think I could get through that. I think I could get through those, and there's some really exciting ones on this pile. So if we just take those and put those up there onto the physical TBR pile. These are going onto the bedside table because that's where the TBR pile sits. This stack is getting quite ridiculous. How many books I have on my physical TBR now? Should we count them? 36 books there. 36. Counted them myself. But last year I had 37. Well, some of them were quite a bit bigger than last year. I don't care how big they are. Anywho, I'm also in the middle of reading this, and I've lost my page several times, so we're going to put a bookmark in this when I pick this up again tonight. So maybe we'll finish this in the month of September as well, because I keep picking it up and losing my place. So I need to put a bookmark in this. I love how floppy it is. This is my sister's book. I've mentioned it a few times. Go and buy it. There we go. This is our physical. Oh, Josh also bought me this for my birthday. I love tigers. You'll see them around. I love them. This is the cutest bookmark ever. I've got the hiccups. I do apologise. There we go. Here is the September TBR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books. Can we get through 9? We could probably get through more than 9. I think so. I got 2 weeks to read some books, and then I got 2 weeks off to read a load of books. I think we can do it. That's a good amount of books. Cannot believe those stacks. Just cannot believe them. We've created our September TBR. That was so fun. I can't remember the last time I created a TBR. Usually I just pick up books and, you know, just go for it. But that was actually really fun. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I've got a stacked book put away now. But tomorrow I am getting a bookshelf to go downstairs, which is going next to my book table, so I won't put those away until tomorrow, and I'll probably do some organising. I might film that. I'm also picking up a load of house stuff tomorrow, so I may even film a separate video tomorrow, get back into it, because I do enjoy it. We'll see. We'll see how we feel. We've had a chat, we've created a video, we've talked about the books I read. We had some great reads in August, and I'm hoping I'm going to find some new favourites in this pile here. We are hoping, we are praying. Also, I'm going to try and film tomorrow. I'm going to try and film next weekend. And I'm going to try and film my holiday. We'll see how we go. I hope you have a super duper good one. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you stick around. There's a lot of hope in. Goodbye.